like a mass of raw, burnt, burn-smelling flesh. It's Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus, issue 259, the 28th chapter of Going Home. As Cerebus and Jaka continue to listen, Mary tells of what happened next to her and Ham, how they stayed at a bar where Ham drank a lot and finally had his head wound attended to. Mary slept a lot, while Ham, despite the doctor's orders to take it easy, partied it up, despite suffering from kidney damage in the airship crash. As they prepared to depart Africa, Ham got worse, beating up a canoe, then nearly joining in on some face cutting and ear piercing ceremonies. Mary is especially surprised when she returns to find Ham covered in burns after falling down while trying to help the natives put out a fire. Finally home, Mary attended a party and told a writer named Scott about her adventures in Africa, including Ham and her eating the lion meat, which Scott finds to be barbaric. She tries to defend her doing so, claiming that everyone did it, and her snide comments about the natives enjoying it leads to Scott writing an article, which then leads to Scott challenging Ham to a duel. Ham even drops in to recite his response to the challenge, before kissing Mary on the head and heading to bed. Mary soon joins him, and they sing a Sepran song together before sleeping. Cerebus, dazed by this story, soon heads to bed with Jaka. The fire slowly burns out, and the next morning, the sound of a gunshot awakens Cerebus. He and Mary dash into the woods to discover Ham, having blown his brains out. Noticing the key in the lock of the gun cabinet, Cerebus looks at it and then to Mary, who disturbingly claims that she felt she had no cause to deprive him of his possessions. Cerebus staggers off past Charo and Nagui and witnesses something even more disturbing in the sky. What does he see? And so concludes the Ham Ernestway portion of the story. I didn't enjoy this particular portion of the overall Going Home storyline. Mary is unlikable. Ham is really unlikable. And every time they're on panel, it's like, we get it. They both suck. But I do get Dave Sim's point in using them in the way he's presented the story. It's that everyone hoists them up as the greatest everything. Like Ernest Hemingway, the greatest writer ever. And Mary Hemingway, oh, she was super great too. But he points out that they were lousy people who did lousy things in their very own words. I just don't think we needed to spend that much time with them to grasp that particular point. I liken this again to my prior dislike of the Cerebus phone book Melmoth, which is that it would be a very unique and fascinating story to read in a graphic novel if it were divorced from the Cerebus storyline. I felt the F. Kennedy stuff worked better in the story because it weaved into Jaka and Cerebus' life more. Melmoth, everything's happening around Cerebus. Cerebus has no interaction with Sebastian Melmoth. It's just happening to the side. Here, really, it's all happening in flashback. So the majority of stuff, really, they're not as involved as they were with F. Kennedy was. I think that works so much better than this did, but that's my opinion. But with this one, Ham is this grouchy, barely talking icon, while Mary is this in-your-face conversation hog. But then I stopped to think, Is Dave saying that this is what Cerebus and Jocko will end up like if they stay together? It's very possible, though. I don't know. I really can't tell. But thankfully, that part is over. And starting next issue, there's something different headed our way. That's one good thing about this series is it doesn't just stick to doing the same thing over and over again. It changes. The issue itself, the actual individual issue, isn't that bad. I mean, I got sick of the Africa stuff, and it takes up most of the issue, but the ending, I think, really is powerful. The manner of style used to tell the Africa flashback actually becomes the basic method of storytelling for the next couple of issues. So I actually like that change. Next time, walking in a winter blunderland.